Hello, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We are back for our part two of Dragonhearts. I need to mute Twitch. So, all right. And yes, we had done a part one of this Dragonhearts game on Jess's channel for the day of gay game.
Yep.
The day of gay games. And for celebrating Pride Week, Tabletop Games Day, games with a Y. Wow, I should have planned to do an intro here. So
we're doing it live. Now you're doing wonderful.
And we unfortunately were not able to get through our game, but we enjoyed it so much that even during the stream we were planning on doing a part two, and we finally have been able to schedule our schedules matched, and we are back for part two of Dragonhearts. We are hopefully it won't. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it won't push to a part three. Who knows?
Oh my god! Don't tempt us.
Yeah. But we are very grateful to Jess for allowing us to come back and hosting us and helping to produce. She is behind the screen right now, helping us and did all the setup for us, which we are very grateful for, and we were happy to have her. And so, with that said, we are here to play games, and I'm here joined by some other wonderful folks. Let's introduce ourselves, starting with Lemmy in the upper left on Twitch.
Hi, I'm Lemmy. I run a business called Lucky Hand Dice. You can find me on Twitter at Lemon Honeyco. I will be playing the Dragon Song.
Does Song have a longer title?
No, she's just,
Song.
Yeah.
Everything you need to know.
Yeah.
You?
And right below Lemmy, we have Viditya.
Hi, I'm Viditya. I'm a game designer. You can find me on Twitter at Viditya Valetti. And I will be playing the Molten Gold Sun Dragon, Arka Surya Ravi Banu Bakshara. A wonderful, incredible, radiant figure. I should also say pronouns, sorry. I use he, him pronouns. Arca uses he, she pronouns.
And just beside Viditya, we have B.
What's up? My name is B. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda. My pronouns are they, them. I am going to be playing Grovar, the empty space. I am a void dragon. And if memory serves, I believe that I look like the star above, the skies above the space, where my scales are all black and there are speckled starlights that glimmer and shine. I don't really remember any of my personality traits other than I must be wonderful.
Of course.
And their pronouns are they, them.
And I am Kevin. Also, you can also knit in different places. My pronouns are he, him. I am playing Long, otherwise known as, see where I wrote that down, the long tide that carves the land and feeds the world, the moon dragon. And they're an idealistic and insightful moon dragon, and their moods can be sensed by the different smells of cinnamon, depending on their strength and pungency.
We have character sheets. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
That's good.
Carry on. I want to know more about the cinnamon, because I remember like the power and the sense of cinnamon from Long and like how impactful that was.
Yeah, like sometimes when he's happy, it's like a very sweet cinnamon, like there's a sweetness to it and a warmth. But when he's like sort of maybe on a little bit on edge, it might be coming a little bit more pungent and like up in the nose a little bit.
Oh, I love it.
Cinnamon can sting, That's a power right there.
Yeah. Lots of folks online made the mistake of challenging cinnamon, and they lost.
Oh my god.
Power.
Oh my god.
But as a quick recap, all of our dragons are destined to become, what was the term that Alex? We are playing Dragonhearts, a wonderful game, a hack of Firebrands by a close friend of mine and Viditya's, Alex Guerrero, who is unfortunately not able to join us. He's out camping, but he promises to watch the VOD, and he enjoyed watching the last session very much, and we love this game. We love Alex, and he's been kind enough to help us with some stuff. And we are here to play his game, in which we play dragons, who are let's see what he says the game is about. Let's use.
I mean, we're cosmic, we're beautiful.
Yeah.
We like to party. We have incredible powers. We live in a time where I think we're in a post-scarcity.
Yes.
We're in a there's a bunch of world building that we did. We're in a post-magic scarcity.
The elevator pitch is you play dragons and they get to make out if you want.
That's
it.
Summary?
Yep.
And I think like we're all working towards the what is it? Attain totality.
Yes. We've been each selected by our different factions, the moon, the sun, and the void, as representatives for the eclipse ritual. We are guided by surreal prophetic dreams that draw us to one another. The oracles say only one of us can attain totality and control the ritual's power, but the ancient dragons who might remember the last ritual have long since fallen into slumber, so no one knows how this is done. And so we are kind of just pawing our way through the dark, trying to figure things out, hopefully being one of us able to attain totality and, I believe, save the world.
Dude, Arca's totally gonna do it. I'm just saying.
You wish.
This is just like a fun story that we're telling of how Arca gets totality, right? Like that's the game.
Yeah.
To Grover's interpretation, I think Arca was a secondary character. So
me secondary.
I think this is the story of the Void Dragons, you know? Song and I have got this.
God, we're totally outnumbered.
Yeah.
Void Compass is all.
Yeah. And the eclipse ritual is all just backdrops so that we could just go eat and dance. Because last time we had, after making character creation, discussing some more world building, we had a dinner with each other and got to interact. And we got to see some of the idiosyncrasies of who brought what, who ate what, who didn't bring things, or who simply plucked fruit out of the host's garden.
I did more than just pluck fruit, but I feel whatever.
But then after that, we had a dance. We had a beautiful dance in which we got to interact, see some more of those interactions, and see how things had shifted a little bit after that first interaction, which was hosted by our kind host, the Sun Dragon Arca.
Yes, at our beautiful dance hall that was built for all shapes that dragons can take. So, you know, a lot of high flying dancing, low ground dancing. It was good. It was a good time.
And I believe that dance sort of came to a head when there was some possible romantic tension between Gro and Arca as they were dancing up in the air as a wonderful show for all.
Yeah.
As Song and Long were watching from the ground, very, very happy for the others.
There was a lot. I remember Song and Long had a what is it, like parental vibe at the end there, where they were like watching, like, oh, look at them.
Yeah.
Look at those kids.
Look at those
so
kids.
Sweet.
Only at the end there. I don't want to like push Song and Long into like a parental thing, but it was a really nice scene.
Just making sure that they stay like, you know, a foot apart from each other.
Gotta maintain that respectful distance.
Yes.
Yeah. Room for a ghost in between. Yeah, I gotcha.
That's my favorite way of saying that now. Thank you.
Imagine a ghost is dancing between you two.
Perfectly natural.
Make sure to leave room for the ghost dragon now.
Make sure.
Oh, I love it.
Oh God, I love it.
If you don't dance with the ghost dragon, it'll curse you. So.
That's incredible, though. I love that.
You really prevent wallflowers that way. Everybody has to dance because nobody wants the curse of the ghost dragon.
Of the ghost dragon. Ugh. That's what I'm talking about.
Heck.
So who it was? So I picked the last game, and then
Yes.
was it you, Kevin, who picked the dinner?
I believe I did. So of our of our void dragons, who would like to pick the next game?
You go first.
Not it.
Fine. Ooh, at each other's throats is a little bit too. Got each other's arms. A pursuit. A demonstration of skill and generosity. That one's kind of cool. Or, Oh no, but there's also a ritual of the Sky Mountain. I love a good ritual. Okay, it's gonna be Ritual at the Sky Mountain. Oh no, but it's only a game for one player.
Ooh.
Oh. So, at the edge of space, high above the world, the inverted pyramid of the Sky Mountain and its mutable landscapes provide a focus for ritual magic. The current player plays alone, deciding what of themselves they will give up and how they will change. Oh no. So I'm going to tell you what I look like right now and how dragonish I am. And I believe that I am in full dragon form. For something like this, you want to be as natural, as primordial as possible. And I imagine that it's nighttime and I have the moon overhead that's glittering off my scales. What is your mood and how is it obvious? Well, I have a good old document. So I'm often spooky and ancient. So I think my mood is tense, it is anxious. I'm looking forward to this change. Gosh, why though? I cannot imagine yet. What do the changing vistas of the Sky Mountain look like? I don't know what that means. What is a changing vista?
That's like the sort of
Like landscape?
shot of like the landscape, yeah. Like in a movie, or when they're standing on the cliff and like looking at, like when Simba and Mufasa are looking out over the plains, like that, looking over the whole plain, like that is the vista, like the whole plain and like the world beyond, like sort of in the far distance.
Okay.
The sky and everything.
Well, I know we didn't kind of get too into it, but we have described our world as a land of extreme topography. You know, we have the high peaks and the deep oceans that are carved from its surface. So I'm thinking that we just kind of see. This is very a la Dragon Ball Z. Like often when like Goku and Vegeta are going to fight in like this strange area of just like rocks, and after they fought for a while, there are nothing but like pillars of rocks that kind of remain everywhere. But these pillars have been formed by the beating of waters that have kind of shaped them. And they're not much that's left out of them. And I just perhaps over time the water has receded. All right. During the scene, anyone can ask anyone questions about the setting, occasion, and circumstances, even if you aren't playing in the scene. So, conducting the ritual. The Sky Mountain's power will be the greatest at the eclipse, the moment of totality when the sun and the moon align with it. But rituals here and now won't change the entire world, they'll certainly change you. I am going to choose the ritual of, well, transformation, because I feel like this has kind of been the theme of what my expectations are. From this vantage, you can see the sun in all of her glory, the luminous moon approaching, the void surrounding you, and the world spread out far below. Fortunately, I have, what is that word? Nictiting? Nictating?
I am not familiar with this word either.
Okay, I believe it. I have nictating membranes protecting my eyes, so staring right at all of this is no problem for you. If anybody's familiar with the etymology of this, I love learning new words.
Oh, it's like that transparent eyelid that lizards have.
Ah!
Ooh.
really cool.
Very
Also,
cool.
ours protects us from ever getting sunburn. Like when you stare at the sun and you get like that
Mhm.
burn in your eyes.
Yeah.
We don't get that.
Huh.
So, does the sun, moon, or void or world call to you? Arca, what was your, are you a sun dragon or are you a
I'm a sun dragon.
you're a
Yeah.
sun dragon? I think the sun is calling me.
Ooh.
And I have to choose either breath or blood, describing how revealing the power of the sky mountain rushes through you, and all of that breath or blood explodes from your body in a cataclysmic instant. Replace it with something entirely new, and while you're at it, change your appearance, pronouns, and or qualities. How do you feel now? Woof.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. So, grow atop of this mountain surrounded by rocks, and down below there are the crashing of the waves as they try to eat away at the pillars that rest. We have Grow kind of curled up with their wings wrapped around their body, and the eclipse over the moon, over the sun, eclipsing it, and the void, the stars, the sky, the world all around me. I think there's a moment of absolute silence, of tension, of building where the wind goes quiet, the burning of the sun and the beauty of the moon falls to a quietness. And then blood explodes from my dragon body, and inside of me used to be nothing but darkness with pinpricks of light. But what rushes back forward as the moon shifts away from the sun are some of those sun's rays fill my body
Ooh.
with fire and strength and life. I think that I'm no longer, I have the reverse colors. Instead of being all black with the pinpricks of stars, I am a glowing, shimmering ball of light with patches of darkness.
That's so cool.
Oh, I love it.
Heck.
Oh my god.
Because like white in itself is like a void as well. Like,
Right?
Yeah.
Ah. I collapse, power thrumming through me. On my next turn, or the next time I'm asked to play, I have to play the game as normal, except that I'm asleep, and I might pull some of my players into the dream world with you.
Ooh.
So who
I
would
have
like
a
to go
question.
next? Oh, yes.
I have a question for Grow. Like from the audience perspective, if they were to see Grow's new form next to Arca, who would be brighter?
Ah,
I've got
Kevin.
I've got that new fire look, so
Oh,
Oh.
I'm glowing just a little bit hotter.
Wow.
got that young
Makes-
sun going.
Yeah.
I
Man.
think, and my name instead of Grow is going to be Glow, and I know that can't be changed on the overlay, but it's just like a subtle verbal change.
Mhm. Yeah.
I love it.
I love it. Oh, so is this a thing that we? I'm just curious about like names and our stuff. Would we infer this from looking at you, or would you like introduce yourself as a new name? Like, is this like a thing
Ooh.
that you have to come out and say?
Ooh.
Uh,
I think perhaps so. I mean, again, I the next time I'm going to be in a scene, I'm asleep.
yeah.
So perhaps like that pulling of somebody into my dream
Mhm.
will be that like a reintroduction as well.
Cool. Oh. Oh, dang.
Who would like to go next? Song.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go next. Gosh, I mean, I feel like in this instance that the world is calling me. Because usually we're out in the void. Like, why would the void be calling us to itself? So I definitely think the world is calling. And while I'm standing there, there's just, I just take in a breath, and it's just, it's going through my lungs, and it's rushing in cold, and it's feeling like stardust. As I hold it in, and then just kind of like breathe out, just like the void from me. And I just keep taking those breaths of the air, and then like I keep breathing out that void. And oh,
What scene are you gonna do?
Mhm.
I don't know. Let's see.
There's so many good ones.
Yeah.
Are you feeling something individual, something with a pair, something as a group? How is
Yeah.
Song feeling in this moment? Like, what does she want?
I think it's definitely like a connecting feeling. Like, she goes from being by herself to wanting to connect with others. So it's definitely all dreams are connected in this case. And gosh,
there. So a pursuit might sound pretty aggressive, but it can actually be like playful, fun, thing that
I
is
would love to see
connective.
you RP that, yeah.
If you would want to have a pursuit with somebody, especially as you traverse the landscape.
yeah. Where were you guys reading this, by the way?
Oh,
I am so lost.
But you're okay.
Okay. So is it the enter the ancestral meta dream? Is that where I'm supposed to go to next?
No, it's a different scene. So
okay.
Yeah, it's a different game. A pursuit. It's on.
I lost it. I'm sorry. I don't know
Page
where we
13
were.
of the PDF. is
Okay,
Pursuit
so
Community.
so we're all doing the ritual at the Sky Mountain first, though, right? Or
That's up to you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
you're
where
good,
you
you're
got
good.
stuck.
Yeah. You're totally fine. Technically, the ritual at the Sky Mountain.
You could also conduct a ritual at the Sky Mountain if you like.
Mm-hmm.
Do the other one. Do the other one.
okay,
Oh
no,
my
I'm
gosh.
definitely gonna do what I wanted to do something more like
The ancestral
The
meta
meta
dream.
dream?
Yeah.
okay. All right, so okay. I thought we were all doing the ritual.
Oh, you're
at the
good.
Sky
No
Mountain.
problem.
You're good.
You good?
Okay, so that's what I was
you were describing something beautiful. And I'm like, I'm so here for it, but I don't know why.
I thought you were describing that. I thought you were going into a fractal dream, but like the ritual works just as well. Like it seemed like a very meditative sort of scene, and like almost like a little bit more private. So I was like, I wasn't sure where you're going, but like it seemed like a really great intro. Yeah, you could totally do
like, the ritual.
Enter the ancestral meta dream. It totally works if you'd like to do that.
No, I want to do one of the other ones. I want to do like, So I just thought that we were all doing all doing the ritual at the Sky Mountain together, and then I got super lost, and I was like, okay, I'll just keep going with.
I love it.
What game are we playing?
Okay.
Games within games, really, truly.
I'm already changing the game. That's Okay, so I want to do something like more like, I don't know, like a pursuit sounds fun. At each other's throats sounds fun.
Right.
In each other's arms sounds fun. So like
Well, while Glow now is dreaming after the dance, like suddenly we get like if this was a show, I'd imagine like we see this dream, this ritual of grows and glows, and then we get like this sort of flashback of like last time on this and the dance, and then if we went to immediately at each other's throat, just that hard
at each
cut,
other's throats, yeah.
go from dancing
Suddenly.
to like, ah.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds more fun. Let's do that.
Let's get into a fight.
All right, at each other's throats, a game for any number of players. Setup. Discuss with your chosen players how you came to be standing together, ready to fight. Is the field suitable for your human forms, your dragon forms, or both? When you're in your human form, paraphrase the prompts accordingly. To start, ask each other, what do you look like right now? How dragonish are you? What's your mood, and how can I tell? And do we have an audience? During the scene, anyone can ask any questions about the setting, occasion, and circumstances, even if they aren't playing in the scene. When conducting the bout, taking turns asking each other questions, going around the circle of combatants. The first 3 questions must be light moves, and after that, you can make light or heavy moves as desired. If more than 2 combatants are involved, make sure to specify if your move addresses one or more other players. The most eager to fight asks the first question, or else have another player choose who asks the first question at whim. Ending the bout. Keep asking questions until an answer ends the scene. It could be either a light or a heavy move. If anyone is asleep now, or injured, or overtaxed enough that they'll need to sleep, they'll play a fractal dream on their next turn.
Okay.
All right, so the party is ended, and everything is trashed.
My God.
And no one helped clean up.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Is that a good enough reason to fight?
Oh my God.
After we made such a big deal that we helped clean up at the dinner.
Holy shit. So is Song the one starting this fight?
Well, okay, whose house was this at? Like, whose location, I guess?
If we're continuing right after the dance, it's at Arca's place, I believe.
Oh my God, I love this.
I remember now.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't even need to say who started. We just like go media res.
Oh my God.
So like, who was involved in the fight?
Who's involved? Yeah.
If we would not like to designate an instigator.
Glow is sleeping during this, so we'll be snoozing.
Okay.
That's between y'all.
Arca will be there. Arca will fucking fight. Yeah. Whether or not, she's the one who started it or not, who knows? But for sure, claws out.
Maybe you're mad that people left your party and like came back.
Let me just take a look. I am radiant in ambitions. Well, okay. So one thing I do remember because I took notes. No, this isn't a call, but I took some notes.
All right, we're ready to fight.
We're ready to
take
fight.
Notes. No, for me.
Now I'm in it.
Well, I remember in Arca's dream, because we all had a dream in the very beginning. My dream had to do with fighting. It was like the pressure of power and being able to live up to the expectations. So I assume like maybe that has to do with it, where like, oh, Arca now has to like show authority and be like, well, we got to clean up. Like, oh, you guys just come in and trash my place. And maybe it's like, I'm cool with that, but also all the other sun dragons are watching. I gotta like, stunt for the bullies or whatever. I love it.
Okay. Song is like, yeah, I was going to help, but you could have just said like, please. You're like, you could have asked nicely.
I love it. So it's Arca and Song. Is Long a part of this fight?
I think Long's coming back to witness, but I don't think he's actually taking part of the fight. I think he went to go get like some chicken nuggets and like is coming back with a bag.
Oh my god!
What the hell's going on?
Come back with their chicken nuggets, and it's just
Okay, cool.
Troy coming back with pizza,
Yes!
and like everything's on fire.
Oh my god! So it's the perfect gift.
I didn't know if y'all wanted sweet and sour or honey mustard or
Yeah. All right. So I think Arca's probably the most eager to fight. So I'll ask the first question.
Okay.
I love how this escalated some point to us physically fighting each other, which I love. I'm into this. I think, okay, I make a threat display. So we'll start a little soft. Are you surprised, intimidated, impressed? I think my threat display is, again, so we're in a form. So I think like if we're in that same setting, then it fits full scale dragon. Like it's like dragon scale. So we could be as big as we want or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I think my threat display is like Arca kind of like, flares up their wings that are like that like radiate. I think what was it? Something I really like this. Oh yeah, my mood is like it's like my wing membrane is like a mood ring. So like it changes color. And so like I like flare up my wings and I go like it is only you should know better, right? Like to help out, I cordially invite you, and like I lift my arms up and my wings are like this crimson red. I'm like, come on, Song, do your host a favor, be a good guest.
I'm like, I'm not surprised at all that this is your behavior, and I'm in my human form. And like,
so I'm like,
and I kind of like roll my eyes and go to Long and say, "Hey, did you get my chicken nuggets too?" And just like we're going through the food, I'm completely ignoring you. Right?
Yeah. Here's your 10-piece and the sweet and sour. You want?
Oh, thanks. This is. I was just so hungry because there wasn't enough food at the party.
Oh my god.
And just like eating the chicken nugget.
I got you some too, Arca, if you want.
Oh my god. I can't believe it. I think Arca just like growls. It's your turn to make a light move. I love this.
Are there other? I have a question. Are there others still around, or others that
they were?
Yeah. I would think so, right?
Oh yeah,
you
mentioned your crew.
Yeah, like I think like the other sun dragons are there, which is why it's like Arca's like is like talking about tradition a lot. It's like, in our tradition, like this is a give and take, especially at the eclipse ceremony and stuff like that. Do you have a question?
Do you have staff that we would have expected to take care of the cleanup? Was this a misassumption, or is this just us brushing you off?
I like that it's a misassumption.
Okay.
Probably. I think that kind of causes a little bit more drama where I'm like, excuse me. Everyone here are just as noble as I am. You can't expect a sun dragon to clean up after ourselves like this.
Oh, hang on. Like Long is like, hang on. Now you made it. This is a whole other thing. Come on.
This is a whole lot.
You can't make this about like class or like all that stuff. Come on.
No, this is purely a it was on the invitation, it's Arca's still in like big fuck out dragon mode. Like just is now like just kind of prowling a little bit. Like, you should have done your homework on our culture. This is weird.
Oh god, this is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna go with I give you a sincere compliment. How do you respond? So my compliment is like, oh yeah, like definitely the party was amazing. The music was great. Like, you know, everyone was enjoying themselves. I enjoyed myself. But I'm just gonna be like sitting like on a couch, just eating the chicken nuggets in human form and just like not bothered by like show of like.
Oh, this is great. I don't respond. I think Arca like stumbles like yet again oh my god. I think like stumbles to like turns back around, like it's kind of like because Arca like appreciates the compliment. Like there's a moment where like I think my wings flash like a pink, you know what I mean, like kind of like a blush, and then I like turn around and I see the other sun dragons, like the elders of my people, like kind of look down on me, and then they like flare back up to a like a fiery crimson red, and I go, oh, yes, of course. Well, we all work hard to create. A sun dragon throws the grandest of dances. I expect you should have expected no less. Your compliment is appreciated, but ultimately worthless. And I think like maybe in Arca's eyes, like you also see like that moment of like, oh man, like I gotta. You're like, my uncle's watching. Like,
Oh my
this is the greatest fight ever.
I don't even know if it can be qualified as a fight.
I know, right?
Oh,
In Arca's mind, for sure he can think that, but like,
oh, 100%. I'm gonna throw back. I think this is I love these questions because there's like so much. I'm going to one second. Sorry, there's I try to catch you off guard. Taking to the sky, taking to the air, or shape shifting. So I'm gonna like. I think this is another way for me to like. I'm trying. I think like another thing is like Arca's trying to start a fight. Like Arca's gonna be like, "Come on, song. Like we gotta tussle." That's what they all want to see. Like they want to see me fight. They want to see me prove some dominance. Because the Sun Dragons, if I remember correctly, were the ones who gained totality last time, and it's like we had to keep up. If I'm remembering the lore of this game,
this is news to me that y'all gained totality last time, but sure.
Oh,
we can make that a thing.
Yes, of course we gained totality last time. It's in the rules. Don't look it up. It's in the rules. It's in the lore. Just trust me.
Alex told us off screen. Yeah.
Alex told me. You know, I like messaged Alex.
So this is
gave me some special errata just to read for
me. So I think so maybe instead of I try and catch you off guard, I'm gonna go a little bit more. I'm gonna provoke. I provoke you, inflaming your emotions. How do you feel? And I'm gonna be like, I want an up down for me to maybe insult like void dragons as a culture. How do you about that? Are you
do it?
Okay, cool. Yeah. Because I
got something. I got something. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, all right. I'm gonna be like, but of course, like, I can't. Like, I get like kind of close up to you. I bare my teeth. They're still in human form, so I'm like trying to be as big as possible. And I'm like, oh, but of course, you know, the void dragons don't understand what it means to to appreciate and to humble each other. Like all of you just exist out there. You have afloat in the void. Give me, of course you just come in and take what you need and leave as you go.
Oh, so this is great. I am gonna keep my emotions to myself. I know it's like I'm like I'm just trying to, like I'm not gonna be pushed around. Like I definitely want to help, and I was planning on helping, but but the way that Arca asked, I was like, this is not what we're gonna. This is not what I'm about.
We're not about this.
Yeah, we're not about this. And so I'm still in my human form, like laying back on this couch, eating my chicken nuggets, and like taking my time, just like, and knowing that there are other sun dragons around you. I'm gonna say loud enough, like, I will help you if you say please. And I just keep on.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Holy shit.
It's getting hot.
Wow. I'm trying to think about yeah. How I guess I'll toss this up. What's long is like right here in this?
No, I think if we continue with this like TV show metaphor, like the camera's like super close on you, like your jaws are like as big as like Song's like whole body or something, and like Song is just like chilling out on the couch, and then we just see hang on,
you can jump into the fight.
Yeah.
I think the camera just like gets, we go like hand cam, like shaky cam, and then we see like this big shiny like glossy matte glossy black beak snap at your neck.
Oh,
my jaw snaps just from your throat. Are you exhilarated or chilled? And Long is like, no, and he's like gonna push you back and get some space between you and Song.
Oh, my jaw snaps. Are you exhilarated, chilled? Oh shit.
Going down.
Hot. I'm into it. All right. Oh my god. I'm gonna say both exhilarated and chilled, but like in a way where it's like, oh fuck, Long's in this now. And and oh my god. Okay. So like Arca's gonna like tumble back and like try and like rip you off of her neck. And we'll be like, oh, Long, this is not your fight. But if you wish to like trade blows, and then I will I'll what is it? Where is it? Oh shit! Wait, no. I unleash the power of my breath. Can you withstand it?
Ooh.
Is what I want to do. And so my breath is, if I remember correctly, my breath is verdant life.
What does that mean? What does that look like?
Yeah.
How is that offensive though? Looking at it as an attack. This
is the thing. I'm gonna pull on something that I'm remembering about Arca is that big gold sun dragon, powerful demeanor, all this whatnot, but their breath attack is of life, of not like of destruction. So I think like they're gonna like roar at you, and like what comes out is like vines and trees and like various things just start growing around you and try to like restrain you as like a giant like tree grows out from where like imagine like instead of like, you know, like vines don't grow out of my mouth or whatever, but it's kind of like a breath of life that pushes forward
from
and
the
then,
tiles.
Could you imagine if you were like drunk and like you were like, blah, and, like all these
it's just a bunch of like it's just like flowers, or like verdant life could also be like just squirrels. I don't know, like it just starts
angry chittering squirrels.
It's just like fruit just start coming out, like whatever I ate comes back out full form.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Alive and well.
Alive and well, like there's just, I'm like bleh. Just grapes. It's just a bunch of so many grapes just start falling out of my mouth.
Oh my god.
That's incredible.
Sorry, it just popped into my head.
No, I'm so glad. I gotta think about that. What is it? Okay, well, what's the question to my breath attack? Can you withstand it? Is my question.
So I guess we're not physically hurt or anything, but we're restrained.
Yeah,
I'm trying to like restrain. Like I think like my breath isn't harmful, but it is like restraining you. Maybe it's like uncomfortable. Maybe it's hurting you in a sense that it's like restricting you. But
okay, did anything happen to my chicken nuggets?
God, I don't know. Do you want something to happen to your chicken nuggets?
I just want to make sure. I just want to know.
There's some leaves in your chicken nuggets now.
Yeah.
A little bit of dirt.
The sauce packet got smashed.
A squirrel walked on one.
Oh my god.
Nuggets are fine. The sauce is just gone.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm on the couch. I'm restrained by these vines. And I'm like, well, I really can't help now. And I just like try and get to my cup with my mouth and just like
Oh my god.
Oh my god, song. I love this. But I love this, like, Lemmy, you're like, let's get at each other's throats and then refuse to get it. Like,
refuse to engage.
It's so good. It's
That's
so
the thing,
good.
because you want the engagement, and Song denying you is the worst thing that could happen.
It's the worst thing that could happen.
And I'm playing this as like both logs aggro, because like you brought up some like weird shit, but like also he sees you want the fight, so he's gonna give you the fight because that's what you want. He's supposed to be excited.
Can I ask? I'm gonna ask y'all, or B. Can I ask you, since you're like an observer to this fight? What do the rest of the sun dragons? How do the rest of the sun dragons react to my breath attack?
Oh. I mean, first off, everybody's kind of like scandalized while watching this interaction.
Yeah.
Because Song isn't performing the appropriate sun dragon response. Like, you're not having this proper face off. And then Long tries to interrupt, and like, you know, they hold up like their cups to their mouths, like, why I never.
Yeah.
But like, oh heck. Upon like your breath, is this unique to you, this power, or is it?
I want to say not necessarily unique, and like nobody's seen it before. Like this is definitely because I think like, you know, the sun is a life giver, so like the idea of having verdant breath is not like looked down upon, but it is like, oh, Arca is like a combative, like is supposed to be our you know, our ambitious, righteous like person. So maybe it's not looked down upon in like a oh, they have the verdant breath, but it's like oh, Arca's not a full package, is I think what it is. Yeah.
Because the sun can both bring life, but it could also be oppressive, like if depending on how close you are to the sun.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think 1 or 2 people are leaving the party though.
That's great.
Are they leaving because of the fight, or because the fight isn't living up to their expectation?
Bit of both.
They're leaving before they have to help clean up.
Yes, I mean that's the truth of it. You know, in
thank the ghost dragon, I don't have to get involved.
Yes.
Oh my god.
They're just taking advantage of the scene that's being created.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
All right. Okay, so it's my turn?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
How can we escalate this? Let's see.
I think I've asked my 3 questions. So now, like, I think at any, is it?
It said after the first 3 questions, the first 3 questions must be light moves. So after that, you can do either light or heavy. Yeah. And you can just keep on asking questions until an answer ends the scene.
Yeah. So heavy moves are now in play.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, okay. Okay, all right. Let's see. I'm just like I'm sitting on the couch with all these vines, and I've eaten all my chicken nuggets and I finished my drink. So I think I'm like, oh, I'm just done with this. And I like get into my dragon form, like break out of the vines.
Oh yeah.
Get into my dragon form. And I will let's see.
Oh.
I'm gonna twine around you. Because I'm a very long dragon, so I'm just gonna like go around you and just kind of like hold you, like, so you can't like, you know, try and like look oppressive or impressive. It says, I twine around you, my scent overpowering, and it says, may I hold you?
I think
yeah. Is that okay if I like do that move? Is that?
Yeah, you're totally fine. I'm
okay.
glad with that. I think like I enjoy the idea of Arca like now like struggling, kind of being swaddled almost. What is your scent like?
Let's see. Like chicken nuggets. I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But now that I've eaten and I'm no longer hangry, I'm like just trying to like bring us back to a more less fighty kind of situation. So I'm just like I'm like in my dragon form holding you and just kind of like I start kind of like rocking you back and forth a little bit.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. Arca is not having any of this. I think like you are overpowering her, but like he's just like squirming and is like no. And like I think like I want to see what Long does, because like Arca then like looks at you both like still angry, like, you know, like dragon eyes still like ablaze, but also like help or what? Like we were about to fight and now I'm being held.
I'm just going shh. It's just like holding it.
Arca is just mean mugging while being swallowed. Mean mugging while.
But yeah, I'm just like, you want to go? Want to get out of this? Let me tell you. My God. Bruce and I can just be treated like a toddler having a tantrum. Oh my God.
What do you mean turned into?
Oh God. What does Long do? I'm very curious.
I think if it's back to Long, Long is gonna take your lead and use his breath. Unleash the power of my breath. Can you withstand it? And his breath is insight. So I think his breath, like he sort of opens his beak, and like we get like only you can hear, but like it's like Long's like voice in like a deep bassy echo. Like, is it worth it? Is your family's approval worth all this violence, all this aggression? over something so petty.
Oh. Oh shit. I'm kind of thinking of like, I think Arca like definitely is kind of like taken aback by this, like being like confronted, like like literally being attacked with the insight to have to confront this aspect of themselves. Yeah, he's gonna probably like I want to there's a way I want to do. I'm not sure if I have a move for this, so give me a quick second. And it doesn't have to end the scene, but I like I think, yeah, okay, this is a good one, actually. Weary, I unthinkingly lean against you, and I'm talking to Song. So like while I'm being kind of held, as I like kind of forced to think about this and am almost afraid to have to confront it. Do we battle on or snooze is what I'm gonna ask you, Song.
I think in this instance, like I don't want to like further embarrass you in front of your crew. So
sure.
It's like I'm like, why don't we save the cleanup for some other time? Like let's do it tomorrow. How about that? And yeah.
Sorry,
yeah. So that's it. Yeah.
Is it okay if I like wrestle out of your hold?
Yeah, you're just like
yeah, I'm like, I'm out of here, and then I like get back up and I dust myself off. Yeah. Very well. An amicable. Actually, I think maybe what you're, if you want to do it as a move, it sounds like you're doing, what is it? You're a worthy foe. I move to end battle amicably. It sounds like. Because I'm like, okay, very well. If there's one thing a Sun Dragon must accept, is a good treaty, a good truce in this battle. I was, of course, outnumbered. I like glare at Long and ambushed. But hopefully we can find ourselves on the battlefield another time. And then I think I just like run off towards the rest of the Sun Dragons.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I think Arca leaves the scene. The two of you want to continue to see that, I think.
I just I turned back to Long and was like, hey, do you have any more food? And just like look through the the bag.
Long has since turned back into his human form, which I forgot to mention. His human form played by the same actor who played E Honda in the Street Fighter movie.
Oh yes.
Just to bring that mood. He approaches. He's like, "Yeah, I there's another bag somewhere around here," and like he grabs like the empty bag that you had grabbed nuggets out of, and like starts cleaning up.
Oh. Starts cleaning up.
Yeah.
Damn. What do you know?
These friends are too good for you.
These friends are too good for me. You're saying the truth. Me, I'm like, oh my god, am I the asshole?
Arca.
Yeah, as soon as all the Sun Dragons are gone, I help clean up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out all the other Sun Dragons before they gained totality because everybody else made them gain totality.
Oh yeah, it's like we'll just fucking deal.
I don't care.
a millennia of this shit if they lose. Are you kidding me? Like,
I mean, they'll be gone. Like, we won't have to deal with this one anymore. Like,
oh my god.
Dang.
Damn. Oh, that's really good.
that is the end of our battle, I think.
It seems like it.
This is
Unless
fun.
you want to have a moment describing your interaction with the other Sun Dragons, Arca.
I think Arca, like, I think some of them like try and like push her buttons, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Is all like, you know, that was a total, like, that was a loss, Arca. Like, you don't understand. Like, how dare you have backed away? And I think Arca, like, you know, once again kind of stunts on them, or is all like, you know, the one that like was a naysayer, he'll like pin to the ground very quickly and be all like, no, who is like, yeah, I think it's like pins to the ground. It's like leans real close up to them and it's like, I am the one who will reach totality. I am the one who will destroy them and like reclaim honor towards the Sun Dragons. And then like just pushes them off and is like, don't doubt me or my actions ever again.
Arca is ambitious and terrifying.
Arca's ambitious. That's their quality. And their horde is ambitions too. Arca's just all over the place. I love.
I would like to ask, Glow, have you been witnessing this in like your dream sort of otherworldly form?
Oh my word! I would love if that was a possibility.
What's like their take on this whole debacle?
Debacle.
I think it lowers their opinion a little bit of Arca, but it also meets their expectations.
That bar lowers, and also it's like, yeah,
they were shook at Long's kind of brash intervention. And that's a side of them that they perhaps haven't quite seen a long time. Whereas Song absolutely standing her ground the way that she is well known to, by form of deflect and disengage, was wonderful. And there was definitely a smaller, like probably a large part of Glow that was incredibly respectful of that. Like, yeah, got it.
Oh, I love it. Who's the next one to pick?
Let's see.
I think we're top of the order. I mean, if we're going in circles.
I'll keep these. I don't want it.
Let's do a demonstration of skill and generosity.
Ooh,
yes.
A good one. Those on the PDF, that is page 12 of the PDF.
Thank you.
Demonstration of skill and generosity, a game for any number of players. Discuss with your chosen players how you came to be in nominally friendly competition, vying to show your superiority before your assembled brethren. Where are you? Who is your audience? Who is competing? If you aren't competing, you may play as the audience, either as your character or as another spectator. To start, ask each other, what do you look like right now? How dragonish are you? What's your mood and how can I tell? I think we have this competition of skill that is part, like this is one of, like we think this is part of the ritual based on like interpretations of like old texts that we can't really read. Like we look at the diagrams and we assume this is competition. Like it may not have been, but like this is what we've got out of it. And like this is the way it's been for the past couple generations. Least. And I think it's supposed to be friendly, but I don't know, Arca, I think it's up to you whether it's friendly or tense.
I was actually going to say, like, it might be interesting. I might say that, like, Arca doesn't show up for this.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
Cool.
Because I think, like, maybe they're like, okay, I got to do something. I got to do something else. This isn't my spot.
Will Glow be participating in their physical form or in their spiritual, like witnessing as through the dream?
Their dream form. Are they sleeping?
Had prompted.
That's really lovely to kind of state it like that. I would like if they could participate, but I don't know if we want to resolve the like if this scene starts with them asleep, and whoever approaches them will be pulled into the meta dream, and we can kind of resolve that, and then I can have them be here in their physical form.
Yeah, I'm glad to do that. I'm glad to switch up to enter the ancestral meta dream and switch it up.
Like the beginning of this can still be the setup for a demonstration of skill and generosity. But before like that's able to unfold, Glow's involvement they're gonna just pull somebody else in for just a little bit of a dream. We'll just witness some world spooky cosmic any other synonym of that type kind of stuff.
Let's get into dragon dreams.
Yeah.
So going over that text again, at the end of the ritual, on your next turn or the next time you're asked to play any game as normal, except that you are asleep. Pull any fellow players into the dream world with you. Set the next game in someone's fractal dream or in an ancestral meta dream.
Oh, so this like demonstration of skill and generosity could just be in dream.
That's what I was thinking. Like maybe you pull us into the meta dream, and like that's when the competition takes place.
That's when the competition.
I would love that.
Hell yeah!
Oh
so
my god!
You can go like weird, wacky, metaphysical with it.
Yes. Arca, are you sure you don't want to be in on this? It can even be reluctantly. This can be a chance of growth for him. Like,
you can always be present, pulled into their dream, but you don't have to participate.
I might. Yeah, I think I might do the long thing. Where I'll be here.
Yeah.
I'll be pulled in, and then I'll see when and if I can jump in. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So are we going back? Yes, a demonstration of skill and generosity. What do we all look like right now? And how dragonish are we?
I think since this is Glow pulling us into the dream, how dragonish are you? Like
Full
that
dragon.
might dictate. Full dragon.
Absolute dragon. Glowing dragon. I'm still like a little babe. But they are just like a beacon of light.
Oh, hell yeah.
They still have their dark cosmic eyes for sure.
Ooh. I think Long enters the dream as a dragon, but when Long sees Glow that they are in their dragon form, he sort of takes that prompt and changes into his dragon form, his chicken dragon form.
I love.
Is there any like what's a good word? Like transparent aspect? Like what about them? What about him is like what's different about his dragon form and then his dragon form in this realm?
I think in this realm, there's like coming from like underneath the layers of plume and things are like, I don't know what the phrase is for it, but like the way air, like hot air waves in the distance, like if you're looking, like if you're in the desert and like you see like the sort of mirage sort of effect in the air, like that sort of emanates from the feathers and things and like sort of distorts like sort of from like down. So it's like, it looks like there's like this shifting, moving aspect to it, to him and his form in the dream state.
What about Song?
Song is so we get pulled into this dream, into your dream, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was dreaming of eating. So I'm at this table and then I'm like eating and then the table disappears and the food disappears and like, oh. And then I look at Glow. It's like, oh, you look great. And that's how I enter into the dream. And then like I'm eating in my human form and then I switch into my dragon form.
What were you eating?
Oh, it's just like sushi.
Love it.
Oh, what kind of
That's
sushi?
Just
Let's
you
get
know,
into
like
this.
so the table is like it's actually at the bar of like the belt sushi where it's like where it's going. I'm just like taking off plates and just like whatever I want is just the next thing that comes onto the conveyor belt, and I just take it and I'm eating it.
Oh,
That's such a
me.
wonderful dream. Are you kidding?
What about the song? Like, what differences about her are kind of reflected in this meta dream versus like her in the regular space, in the regular realm?
I would say that the way that like that any hair or like kind of like fins or like just kind of like any part of me that can be swayed by like wind, it's more of a floaty kind of look to her. Yeah.
Love that. And last but not least, Arca, the reluctant Arca.
Oh yeah, Arca's pulled into this. I think he's definitely taken aback by Glow's form. Is like, oh no, crap. And I think that reflects because we're in like this dream state, this like meta realm, where Arca's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, compare yourself to somebody else and like you find yourself insecure. Yes, thank you. Like Arca's insecurity kind of manifests as they turn like, so she's normally this radiant golden, like this like burnt gold kind of color, so it's like a little orangey, a little red, and I think that like turns I think they become like way more transparent. So like their like wing membrane is like a little bit more transparent. Their horns I think become like they're like crowned, kind of becomes like ghostly. Is no longer like flaming, but is instead kind of like a flicker. I think there is a radiance to it, right? But it is like clearly this like, oh, I'm not like, it's like, oh shit, I'm not the most radiant here anymore, and can't, and like their subconscious is, I think what I'm trying to say is like Arca's subconscious is just betraying her right now. You know what I mean? Is yeah, like, 100%. Oh, you know, he could be like still hold himself up strong and stuff like that, but then it's like, oh, but you're like not all here. Like you don't want to be here is kind of like a thing.
Oh, there's such turmoil within you.
Yeah.
My goodness. You just got that tough exterior, but you soft inside.
I saw. Yeah, I got it. Some dragons don't know the word insecure.
So as you all gather in this space, and I'm going to mold it a little bit off the background that I've changed my wallpaper to. And we're in this cosmic realm of clouds and stars and planets that are moving by us. Nothing can truly touch us or impact us. And we exist in this space on any plane or any field that you feel most comfortable. Upon your arrival, I've extended my arms. I've extended my wings, and I think I described them as having a larger wingspan than my own body. So they are what lets off the most light, but you can still see those spots of darkness. I welcome you to this meta dream. My name is Glow, and may I ask your mood?
I'm going to go around to where Arca is and wrap myself around them and just like kind of a little bit like gloaty from our fight. It's like I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
Oh my god.
He's gloating.
Oh, I love that. I think in response, Arca's mood, I think she doesn't say it out loud. I think like Arca kind of stays quiet, but is like there's like a soft low grumble. And like their mood is definitely like insecure, or is like or reluctant is another like.
I like the idea with that low grumble, that song, you would interpret that as like thunder in the background, but with you wrapped around his body, you can feel her rumbling, like you can feel the vibrations a little bit.
Yeah. I love that.
And then I do like a little squeeze, like a hug squeeze, a tighter hug squeeze, and like, oh, you're so cute. And then I let go and then go around to a different space and just like.
She's so cute. Oh, I love it. Oh, song, jeez. Songs that you're just like poking people. Like, how you doing?
Does being called cute like either make Arca feel better, or does he feel angry?
That's a question though, yeah.
I don't even know. I think like probably.
I'm big, I'm strong.
I'm big, I'm strong. I'm not cute. Or maybe even like, or like the other way around, where it's all like, of course I'm cute. I can be cute whatever.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah,
there
that's it. Yeah.
There we go. We found it.
How dare you imply otherwise?
Oh, I love it. It's so powerful. What about Long? What kind of mood is Long exuding? Does he respond with his mood to Glow?
No, yeah. I think Long is more focused on Glow. Long like sort of dips his head in like sort of a greeting bow, and like his mood is very like awestruck. Like that scent of cinnamon that like sort of emanates from him. It's strong. It's subtle. It's like anticipatory. It's like it's there, but it's like it's waiting in like like you can smell it, but like it takes a little bit to catch, because he's very like not like subdued, but like sort of taking in Glow's new form very, very like fully. Like that is his main focus.
I like that. Right. So during the scene, anyone can ask anyone questions about the setting, occasion, yes, circumstances, even if we aren't playing. Conducting the demonstration. The person the most eager to perform takes the first turn. If this isn't clear, I'm going to go first. It's fine. On your turn, choose how you'll satisfy the audience, then choose a demonstrator prompt. Afterward, anyone who wants to can respond as a spectator. Continue until each demonstrator has gone at least twice or retired. So how will I try to satisfy the desires of the audience this time? So I brought you to this realm of meta dreams, which I mean, we can still kind of resolve that after this. Gosh. I impress with the power of my blood, breath, and body. Using, I guess, revelation. I mean, I have brought you here and I want to demonstrate this cool blood that I got.
I got new blood.
Right? I don't want it to be like a grotesque demonstration. I don't want to be like, here's my glowing blood. Like there has to be something wonderful, something beautiful, something that illuminates this change in like a positive light. Yeah. So perhaps in this space, there are... Honestly, I'm a dragon, and this is Fantasyland, so I think with my wings extended, I have these rather long talons, probably like little short dragon arms, but it's enough that on my chest I can crack open a little bit of my scales to show you the blood that now flows within me is no longer a void, but it comes of that of the sun. It's like, what do you think?
What do you think? Very good.
It's nice.
So afterwards, anyone wants to the spectator, and then we have spectator prompts. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that hurt? Like to rip open your chest to show us?
Surprisingly, no. I think it's a part of the transformation where the sun, it both protects and it brings life, and it can hurt. But as long as you treat it kindly, it will treat you with kindness in return.
Song is impressed. Really impressed.
So what do we have for spectator?
I lavish praise on my favorite demonstrator. Woo! Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god.
They bow a little.
Oh, that's so
So who would like to, I mean, we're all here to kind of show something off, is my understanding. So if I can maybe suggest, Arca, are you, with your feelings of insecurity, do you feel like you have to kind of prove yourself in any way? And if so, how?
Ooh.
Especially given this show that now Glow is also of the sun.
Yeah, oh my god.
Does Arca feel like the glove has been thrown down?
I think like will you try to satisfy the desires of your audience this time? So I think like Arca is going to part of me actually thinks like in the narrative Arca's probably gonna wait a little bit.
Okay.
Like see what's going on, like still has to internalize some of this stuff. And is probably gonna like try and like take a step back, like is gonna see this and like take a step back. I'm trying to see which is like, because a lot of these I pretend to be unimpressed, but my mood shows otherwise. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh sure, yes, I'm glad you've found the light, and it is magnificent, isn't it? And I'm like like trying to make him kind of play it off like, oh cool, good for you, you know what I mean? Like, oh,
congratulations.
Congratulations. But it's very clearly like, oh shit. Damn it.
You just swore in all 3 different dragon languages.
All the languages, yeah.
That was my thing.
It was mine. I'm the Sun Dragon. I am the one. I'm the one who shines.
I think Long is going to try and recover from that, and Long speculates on how Glow's demonstration reflects on their character, and they say that Long is very happy that you have come to embrace yourself, because like if I recall correctly, last session you had like a patch of white scales that you were a little bit embarrassed by that you were coming around to, but now that you're like now that your form is more white in form, he's glad that you've come to accept that change is good, and different, and being different is good, and like having embraced that as a whole and becoming more complete for it, while not betraying yourself as well.
If dragons can cry, Glow might tear up a little bit. But it's just like cosmic tear dust, like it's blows away in the wind.
You cry galaxies.
Yeah. Well, what kind of demonstration would Song or Long like to perform? This is a place where we can all share our strengths, our weaknesses, our power, and our flaws. This is a space where we can be vulnerable. Please, what do you have to share?
Okay. Alright. I guess for song, it's more of like comfort.
Oh.
I know we're all competing, but it's like I want to be able to show that while, you know, there is this thing that looms over us, that I still care, and that that won't change. So in that sense, I guess like I would gather up the stars and just kind of have it surround everybody and just have this like ring of like a galaxy in a ring that's just like going around people and just like, you know, you are part of like this universe and like have this feeling of like you belong here and like that, you know, while, you know, there are things that, you know, aren't great and make us feel bad, that there are things that there are people or there are beings who care about you and that you are part of their universe and part of, you know, what makes them happy, or, you know, that you are significant in their world. So just kind of like put them in the center of the universe. Just kind of like have the universe go around them and have it feel very comfortable.
So nice.
I'd like to speculate on how your demonstration reflects on your character. Song, every time we interact, you spend so much of your energy to care for others. And with my tiny little T-Rex arm, I'm gonna pluck out like I don't know, space stuff. I'm gonna pluck out a moon. And I'm going to kind of like affix it to you, if I may. Kind of like a corsage, just a little sparkly decoration. I think it's important that you also take care of yourself. We respect all that you do for us, but your energies should also be for you. And moon will glitter a little.
That's song is gonna be like, this is so fitting because while I just I want you all to know that you are the sun, and your light reflects on me, and that's what makes me beautiful. So
more galaxies come out of my eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about Long? How do you feel about this?
Yeah, Long is going to. I'm gonna twist this a little bit. I exchanged gossip with someone about one or more of the demonstrators, and Long sidles up to Arca and says, "Like, isn't it so nice when we can support each other and accept each other for who we are and embrace that and be comfortable in that."
Yeah. I think Arca like. I also think like again like Arca's not like being in their dream self is not their like is not where they feel they're most comfortable. So is like kind of again like just growls deeply. You do feel like there is an acceptance of what you said, like you're right, but you know Arca doesn't want to say it out loud. you know, like doesn't want to be like, yeah, of course. It's more like, okay, you know, like, and I think it sounds, and I'm actually gonna say, I think it sounds like an animalistic grumble, but like the crackling is kind of mixed in there. Yeah. And like kind of looks at, like, you know, makes brief eye contact that also like affirms it for a sec. Ugh. Damn,
Go ahead. I want to make it like
I judge
super comfortable.
I think I'll also I'm trying to think about how to, like, again, silently. I think I judge the demonstrator by their faction instead of their results, but maybe not in like a negative way. But Arkham makes eye contact with Song, especially after what Long has said, and like you know, the like stardust and all that stuff is still like kind of settled on them, and you do see like a moment similarly to when you like held them and like gave them a little hug, which is like an appreciation, like a personal appreciation, but then goes like, I do, you know, like kind of begrudgingly goes, avoid dragon's powers are beautiful in many facets. I do appreciate them. And yeah, Arca kind of again breaks eye contact and is like, whatever, and starts like kind of prowling around the sides. Oh.
I think for Long, for reasons of his own, he's going to retire from the stage and join the audience.
Oh.
That mean?
I think the mood that he gives off, it's like very appreciative, and like he wants to leave space to appreciate the acts that you have and make space for Arca to feel comfortable in that. He doesn't feel the need to show off himself. He feels privileged just to witness and to spectate on this.
Oh. Long.
So it's not like oh, if I can't keep up. It's very much like, no, this is your time. Like, let's give you the spotlight.
I think Arca will actually move in because I do like, and we'll kind of like move up towards Glow, and will there's the move, I mimic someone else's move, improving it with my own.
You wouldn't.
And Arca will kind of be like, it will be like, the new form suits you well, Glow. In solidarity, I'll show, like, it's like, I will show you the radiance of the Sun Dragon to welcome you, as someone who stands with us in this space, and will kind of like rise up into the air, and like I think a lot of them is still very transparent, like they haven't really lost a lot of it. But what you see inside of them, as like kind of their chest becomes a little bit more ghostly, a little bit more like galaxy like, you do see like a sun in it. Yes. And while Arca doesn't like crack open themselves to show it, they like rise into the air and like kind of spread their wings as if they are a star themselves, and like that sun starts to radiate through them. So like this like transparent kind of insecure manifestation of who they are instead becomes like this like lantern as the light flows through parts of their body, and you kind of see
how does that reflect on us, like on the ground below?
Ooh, I think like I don't know how it exactly plays light-wise. I would actually really like to ask how it is, but I do think it's warm. Like the light feels warm, even in like this astral kind of space. There is that warmth of being like touched by the sun that you're feeling. But that's actually a great question. I would love to know how it like how does my light reflect on each of you?
I mean, for one, I just really want to touch on, I think the theme of our first session had really been that everything was kind of icy and chilly. And now with the transformation in your version of paying respects, you know, as Arcus, you know, kind of sees fit. And like, I love the idea that it's warmth that she's giving out.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I think, like, it has to cast like a beautiful sunny glow on all of our visages. But like maybe like Song or Long, if you want to add details as to how like it impacts, because we still have this galaxy flowing around us that Song has pulled in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what other details do we have that kind of frames this?
For Long, like I mentioned previously and given like a reference image, like the plume like from the head to like probably shoulder about is like a deep golden orange, but like below that it's black. And I think with the light that Arca is emitting now, like we see like the way in some birds do, like when black feathers appear most of the time, but like when you hit certain light, you get those blues and purples.
Oh yeah,
just like the background, we get a lot of that coming off, and like that sort of light plays off in those like sort of radiating waves of air that are coming from the plume as well.
Love that.
Oh, I do really like that.
Any details for Song?
I feel like as much as like we've been fighting beforehand, I feel like that Arca is like really doing their best, and
Yeah.
like just wanna like, you know, like have this air of gratefulness, and that like just, you know, just bask in the warmth and just enjoy it, and like show an expression that I am enjoying at what they're doing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I that definitely doesn't go unnoticed. Like Arca definitely. Oh. I appreciate that. Man. I don't know if you want to do spectator reactions to this.
I I do think that Glow tries to pretend to be unimpressed. But let me read. What detail did I have about their mood? Booming echoes.
Yeah.
But you can just hear like, oh, that's nice. And just like the word nice echoes through. And like, despite like the slightly patronizing tone of their voice, you know that they really appreciate it.
That's really great. Arca is like, oh, that's me. It's a taste of my own medicine right there for sure. Like, woof. It's like rolling your eyes at like at a friend, right? You know, where you're like, oh, okay.
Get it.
Yeah, I love that.
Like, oh, I love you guys, and then I grab everybody and just like group hug. Group hug everybody.
Oh, I love that. Oh my god.
So you lavish praise.
Big Log also lavish praise, like while you're like up there emanating, but like very much in the if you do like stage performance and like you see somebody you invited to the performance in the audience where like they're very quietly but like very enthusiastically like encouraging you on, like very much that like sort of mood.
Oh, I do love that.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Dang. We're going from drama to like just real nice, good feelings.
Right.
It was either that or I loudly point out a flaw in your performance, but I don't know.
Long
your form was a bit off, but
Oh goodness.
You went a little bit too far in the UV spectrum on this end, but
that's really good.
Ooh, dang.
If I could give you some feedback. Oh my god.
And, everybody's in this group hugging. I'm like, shh. Like, appreciate the group hug.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So to end the demonstration, can we choose some qualities each that reflect the lasting impressions of the experience that we had, and then we'll add this to our cards.
Ooh.
I think. Do we all choose?
Any quality reflecting the lasting impression of the experience. I think we all do.
Yeah.
I
It's like
feel
our
like
experiences from this demonstration. How did it make us feel?
Ooh.
I would like to take inspired.
God, I am taking humbled.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm taking humbled. Of course I am. Jeez.
Oh goodness.
Goodness.
Long, what are you taking?
satisfied, I think.
Ah.
Yeah.
Very good.
I think I'm gonna do energized.
I like that.
And I think if that's the end of our scene, we kind of we pan out, we fade, and like this galaxy Milky Way sort of background like sort of overlaps and fades into, and we start to go to break, where we are going to take a short break. We will be back in 5 to 10 minutes to maybe wrap this up. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
One shots are never one shots, and two shots are only sometimes two shots. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. We will be back very soon. Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead and get some water, take a break, grab a snack. We will be back very soon in order to wrap up this game. See y'all in just a bit. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you grabbed some water and a snack and had a little stretch. We did, and we are excited to be coming back. And looks like we had a little bit of a discussion, and it looks like we are going to be going into each other's arms. And and when we are in each other's arms, this is a game for any number of players. Discuss with your chosen players how you came to be here in relative contentment and harmony. In this space, comfortable for your human forms or your dragon forms, or both. To start, ask each other, what do you look like right now? How dragonish are you? What's your mood and how can I tell? And as we discussed during the break, that we think that we are all present for this game, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I ask first, like, where are we? Like, who
I think we've been to my place in the moon. We've been to Arca's place in the mountains. We've been to Glow's dreamscape song. Would you like to design this set for us?
I think we should be underwater.
Gotta find me a background for underwater.
Ooh, underwater.
Ooh.
I think the world building that we did, it used to replicate outer space, and it was repurposed as sites of meditation and healing. So I'm just gonna imagine like this huge bubble with in the most scenic underwater space ever. There's lots of beautiful bright coral all around us. There's fish swimming everywhere. It's not super deep underwater, so you see the sun shining through the top of the bubble, and it's just casting all these like flickering lights, and it's very nice. And there's a lot of the sand is dry, so it's very soft. So it's just like it's very nice to walk on. And in the middle is going to be like a shallow like a wading pool, where like you can like put your feet in, or you could just have water but not have it like be fully immersed in water.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a spa. It's just very spa-ish. Very
Hell yeah.
spa-ish. Yeah.
Is this song's personal space, or is this something we've all like sort of come together in?
This is like my favorite place to go. Like you know how there's like those Korean bathhouses?
Yeah.
This is an establishment. This is a bathhouse, and it's one section of this bathhouse. So it's like it's very there are other dragons there to help facilitate your relaxation. So yeah.
Is this place set up for dragon forms? Or both?
If you're able to shrink down, it can accommodate your form. So it's human sized. You have to be a human sized dragon.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, it will accommodate both dragon forms and human forms.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, I like it. I actually hadn't even thought about I'm like, oh wait, hold on. We could in each other's arms as dragon or as human, or I guess as either and neither.
See, all the above?
Yeah, all the above.
Song, are you what do you look like to the rest of us at this moment?
I'm going to go back into my human form. I'm actually pretty tall in my human form, pretty big. So I'm taller than everyone else right now, and just like enjoying the spa. Got a robe on, the mud mask, cucumbers, and yeah, laying down on a chair. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. How about everyone else?
I'm trying to think. Heck, because I really want to be a part of that life for sure.
Yeah.
But I think Glow retains some draconic form, some draconic attributes. They still have a portion of their chest that is scaled, and it's been cracked open a little bit, revealing that glowing inside of them. Maybe up their forearm, there are scales that kind of go down to their fingertips, so they still have their long talons. They have the torso and the figure of a human. But then back down to their feet, it starts to get scaly again.
They do have body scrubbing services, so they can get all the dirt out from in between your scales.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, you can do that.
It's thought of everything.
I'm really excited.
I love this. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, how do you appear to the rest of us?
I think I don't know if you remember. I think Arca also comes down in like a hybrid. Even with we were at like conversation over dinner already. Arca comes down. Their human form is still, it still has like actually there's a lot of shared qualities to how Glow's human form is this like hybrid. So like yeah, Arca is like has like kind of this cape on. What one of their arms kind of becomes like a big old clasp, like one of their dragon arms, as their like wings turn into a cape. And they have like long black hair that kind of looks like smoke billowing down. And but they retain their like crown like horns around them. And similarly, like their skin tone, they have like a reddish brown skin tone. And their arms are also still very draconic. Very nice. Like, oh yeah, Ark is overdressed for a spa day as well. I think is like is like a whole thing. So like they come in and like their legs still kind of have like big talons and stuff like that. Yes. Like Arca's like will always try and present draconic royalty or draconic like regal opulence. Big like burnished red and gold and black color scheme like all around. And they kind of walk in and I think like will unclasp their cape and like hang it up on something and and like and I think like they're very much suddenly it's like, okay, well they're here for a spa, so like they're they kind of have like they're not wearing like a whole suit or anything like that, but it's like it's very casual. It's cropped, like there's like some stuff. I was like, okay, I'm here to be pampered. It doesn't mean I don't have to, look nice while doing it.
Oh
wow. Oh, and their mood is, I want to say like, I mean, again, to no surprise, Arca is putting on more of a show than what their actual like mood is like. I think they're still like working through some stuff, but like specifically kind of like the acceptance of the demonstrations and of the dream. I assume like this is also the first time that we're seeing each other physically since the dream or something like that. And Arca, I think, is like, okay, like their mood is like, okay, I'm ready to be who we like, who like I aspire to be. Like I am now humbled. I'm like, okay, here I am. That's the mood. I can't think of a right word for it, but like that's the vibe of it.
I mean, Glow would interpret that as a little bit of arrogance.
A little bit. I think like, can you have humbled arrogance? Is that like a mood where it's like, well, I think their mood is like, listen, I'm trying. All right. You can't say I'm not trying.
Look at how great I am for trying.
Yeah. You should acknowledge that I have like, it's like, yes, okay, I still have my crown, my like my crowned horns, but they're not on fire. They're like, I have not ignited their flame. They're dulled. I've chosen. Detail. It's a detail. I think. Oh, actually, I think this is an important detail. Arca has chosen not to be the most rated. Like, or is not actively like, hey, fucking, I am glowing. It's like, okay, their flames are off, or at least like very small. Like their eyes are like golden but not like shining. Their scales are dull but like in like a beautiful matte rather than like a reflective gold. So it's like, okay, I'm still like incredible, but acknowledge that I'm trying to be equals here.
I mean, that is a huge growth, and it does not go unnoticed, you know?
I love this.
It is, though. Like, you've given Glow the space to be the exuberant illumination.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll have to really consider, perhaps, like, thematically, like, how they can properly thank you for that. Because so far, like, there's just friction between the two of them. It's friendly, but
but it's growing friction. It's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make the first move. So I go up to Arca and I'm going to touch her hand. May I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So I take your hand and I say, Arca, I want to take care of you. So this spa day is on me. And then I put a key in your hand and say, here's a locker key. Make sure you put your cape in there. There's a lot of thieves around here. And then walk off.
God. Let me.
I love a fucking turnaround.
Can't even. I'm not even.
Oh my god.
I was so here for it.
There are a lot of there are a lot of thieves around. I think. Wait, did you say that you then you just walk away?
Yeah, I just walk away.
Okay, yeah.
Just like, yeah, make sure you get changed. The lockers are right over there. You know, get set up and just like go around. I actually go do the same thing to Long and Glow and just like do the same exact thing and just hand them a locker key and tell them what to do.
God. Oh my
I'm just trying to
God.
think if like Glow, like at that wrist touch. Double check.
Oh wait, wait. There is an answer. I should.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But I think okay. You may, and the sight, scent, or sound of my mood changes is like there's this flash of like oh thank you, like as you take my hand and put a key in it, and then I'm like, oh, this is so like you want me to take care of myself, that's so nice. And then like you kind of see like you see in like my body or wait, what is my, hold up, just want to double check, yeah, like my cape like kind of flickers a little bit into like a nice like yellow, like a very like accepting warm. And then you go, okay, well, like here's your key, go put it away, and then it like changes again back to like a purple where it's like, oh okay. There was like a flash of like, oh, this is gonna be great, and then it's back to like, oh well, okay, I guess I am here. I must follow the rules. I love it. I love that so much. Can't believe it.
God, let me.
Right. But Long, how do you respond? Like, what is your answer to Song's advance?
Oh,
what does Long look like? Did you say what you look like?
Oh, I guess not. Long right now. They're in their human form. Their hair up in a bun, and right now they're shirtless, but they've got like a sarong around their waist, and they're just hanging out on the side of this pool with their feet like sort of dangling in the water, enjoying, like leaning back and very just like kind of spectating and enjoying everything. And their mood right now is very excited. Like it's the smell of cinnamon is warm, but like and like there's these pops of like spiciness, like the way if you toast cinnamon sticks, that like when they crack and you get this sudden like strong pungency of it. There's like those
so good.
sort of peaks. See, how do I respond? I think.
And sorry, don't let me take agency away from you. You can definitely still answer. I just kind of assumed that we had answered, and that was my bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. The answer.
Also, like I didn't want to like take away like I didn't even ask you guys, can I like hold your hand? But definitely what's different with my interaction with Arca to both of you is that I asked you to hold out your hand and I just dropped the key in your hand.
Gotcha.
So it is a little different. It's
Okay.
slightly different.
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah. So I take the key and I appreciate it. It's a very platonic sort of exchange, less than the other. But I think we noticed in like I think Long will give Glow like a sort of look across the room at like that interaction, like.
They'll return it.
Yeah.
With their space eyes.
I think Long is actually going to approach Glow and I move into your personal space. May I?
Yes, but they will ask you a question first. You know, I was really upset I didn't get any chicken nuggets. One day you and I will have to go out on a chicken nugget date.
Well,
if you would like that.
I would very much. If you'd like, we could. I would like to invite you to back to my grove on the moon, and I can make you some.
Truly?
Yes.
I would be honored. And you know that I will bring many bottles of cosmic wine. I won't show up empty-handed.
Long look giggles a little, like kind of like looks embarrassed, like feels a little bad for laughing, but like still laughs about it.
Okay, I provided an answer. Yeah, it was my you may, but first I wanted to ask you, and that was my ask. How have you been, Long? Truly, I have interacted with you the least. Arca has been the center of attention, as she often is. And it has been hard for us to remove ourselves from the chaos that he can cause. Song has been doing a lovely job at keeping the peace, but you, how are you?
I am content. I am very happy. Arca, yes, they demand attention, but who of us does not demand attention in time? Like we all enjoy being noticed by others, and as I enjoy being noticed by you, being noticed that the fact that we've not interacted as much as the others, and song seems to have taken up a very protective sort of role, and I'd like to leave them do that, to allow them to do that, but and you seem to be discovering yourself, and I'm very happy that you seem to have discovered yourself and become more yourself than even before. It's in a strange way, I facilitate by not interfering. I feel like
your presence is always welcome, and your kindness is always
Thank you.
overwhelming. May I touch your... I love some good old hand holding. May I hold your hand?
You may. I just don't know which of these you may. You may, and the the scent of my mood, it peaks. You sense one of those pops of cinnamon, and like you see like a sort of blush come across Long's cheeks.
They intertwine their scales, like because they still had draconic hands, so they intertwine that with yours. Do you have? What were your hands? Were they human? Were they?
They're human, and his hand takes yours, and like he rubs his thumb along one of I think one of your dark scales. Now that you've like sort of inverted colors, and like sort of gently like caresses it with his thumb, very gently.
Your presence always invigorates me. Thank you, Long.
I am very glad to hear that. Yours as well. I've come to appreciate the surprises, the surprises in your own way that you bring when we enter.
Their laugh is a booming echo that resonates throughout this whole spa. And like the closer you are to them, the more you can feel like the subtle sound vibrations.
Just like feeling the base of the laugh in the chest, I imagine.
Yes. I think that makes the glowing inside of my blood flare a little bit.
I would like to know, like maybe this being a bathhouse, I imagine the echo and the sound quality is very good and it carries. And Arca, you hear Glow laughing. What do and like maybe that's the transition. What do we see Arca up to? Like or like does Arca have a reaction to seeing this, or is Arca up to something else?
I think Arca 100% comes to join the group. Here's this laughter, has put their stuff away, has like changed into, something that can work really nicely for a bathhouse. And kind of strides in and goes, "Oh, what do you two seem to be doing? Join me. Why don't let's get in the I don't know, bath of the bathhouse." I don't know what it's called. The pool.
Do bathhouses have baths? I do not know.
I'm unsure. Let's get in that hot tub.
Cannot even. Glow's laugh is still reverberating because, like, heck.
Oh my god. And I think I want to with Long or well, actually I'm curious, is where is Song in all this? Because I think Arca will probably see Song and like I touch your wrist, like I try and like grab your hand, like I try and grab you and like try and pull you in. May
I? Wait, so you're asking me if I'm nearby and you're gonna try and grab me in?
Yeah, just like, I'm trying to get people in, and I'm like, well, we should relax, we should have fun.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, so you may, but like I'm not moving anywhere. So you're trying to like
I'm trying to pull you.
I'm not moving. It's like I'm like, oh, what is there something you want? So
oh, I love it. I'm like Arca's definitely like Song, like kind of like a little bit of like the coy demeanor breaks as I'm like, Song, let's go. Let's hang out. It's
like Song's like, okay, yeah, I noticed that you're not as shiny as you usually are. Why don't you go get a body scrub? I pick you up and then take you over to go get your scales.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, I'm so into that. I think that's great.
Do you both go to the scale buffing together then? Like you kind of like sit down on the little chairs?
Yeah, I'm totally on board with that. I love it.
If you don't mind a small interruption, like I think Long sees that and he totally like sort of starts tapping Glow's shoulders like look.
Oh my god.
And this is definitely like one of those body scrubs where like they get the dirt out. So
yeah,
it's not like an enjoyable experience. It's like you're in
almost
pain.
Violent.
It's almost like they're really getting assault. In there. Basically. Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god. I love that. I'm super into that. So now like Arca's like on this table, like getting really scrubbed in there. Oh my god.
And while we're on the table, it's like, do you want to hold my hand? I know this can be
you know, I was just about to actually say that too. I was like, I think Arca like very quickly grabs onto your hand and like holds up to you. It's just like you just hear like the the groaning pains of being worked on, like ooh, and like you know, his hand just like squeezes you really tight, squeezes your hand really tightly. I think like it even like shifts more draconic for like in like those tense moments, like it becomes more like taloned and stuff, and then it morphs back as it starts to become into like just to turn into more of a pleasurable experience, you know. Yeah.
While you're like kind of shape shifting a little bit, I was like, Arca, you have really beautiful hands.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I do try. Oh.
Yeah, like we can go get a mani-pedi after this. Let's do that.
I would really love that. Man, Song, you're taking this really well.
Oh, I've been doing this my entire life, so it's nothing new for me.
Oh, I can't even imagine. Like as they get like really into it, or gonna kind of like flare up. Maybe like a little bit of the fire on the crown like flares out and then dims back down. Like, oh, I better look radiant after this song.
Oh yeah, they all like after the scrub, they use a natural oil and it'll make your scales super shiny. And it's like it really conditions. It's like you'll look fabulous after.
Thank you.
I think behind, like a little bit outside of where Song brought Arca, you can still hear like the occasional like painful shouts of Arca. Like there's a moment where Glow's like, are we worried? Song's not normally violent.
Oh.
You just hear Song laughing in the background, so like,
yeah.
Oh, this is so much better.
Yeah, so like,
is it a maniacal laugh though?
No, it's just like it's like a giggly kind of laugh. So it's just like in between conversation, you just hear this like light giggly laugh while Arca's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I think Song doesn't seem the violent type, but if that were to happen, Arca seems to be he seems to be able to take care of himself and make his needs. He makes his needs clear.
I believe so.
Oh my god.
That's correct. Would you like to go somewhere perhaps quieter then?
Yes, I believe I saw a sauna that was unoccupied down the hall.
I would love to steam my scales.
Please let me follow me, and Long will get up from the side of the pool and start leading the way, holding Glow's hand.
I was gonna ask. What kind of sauna do we think this is? The one where you have to pour water onto the rocks to keep it going for like that truly. I don't know if that's an authentic. I've never been to a sauna, so I'm just repeating what I've seen in popular media.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
the
down for that.
one. Okay, cool. I was gonna list
Yeah.
off like other things I've kind of seen.
So there's
No, I'm down for, like, the
an
hot coals and-
underwater volcano.
Ooh,
Yes, there is.
And
yes.
over the underwater volcano, it's like a pillar of water, and then around it, like it just like it bubbles up. So it's a very aesthetic like sauna.
Oh.
So you're just sitting there
Mhm.
with like in a dark room. In a dark room, you have your volcano
The
bubbling
glow
up
is only from like the
Yeah.
the
from
magma.
yeah from the volcano. So yeah.
So there's
Yeah,
almost like this glowing effect that surrounds us as well. Everything is steamy, it's hot. You know, earlier you had described the luminescence that your feathers give off under like almost like that heat effect. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, is that same effect being mirrored here?
I think that's very clear in his hair. That's where it would be
Yes.
most clear, especially in this light. And Long leads you inside and closes the door behind and follows you to one of the benches and sits as close as you were before, besides the pool. And he's gonna place an arm on like around your shoulders. And I do not only touch, but kiss you as above. May I?
There's a moment of hesitation where so much of Glow's interactions have been very platonic. So they kind of try to snuggle into you a little bit. Some of their scales maybe gently scraping up against your skin. But in that moment of hesitation, what are your eyes like again?
I think in his he I think that's what carries over from his dragon form. His eyes are like the whites are a very dark blue, but the pupils and irises are like a glowing orange, like a pulsating glowing orange, which almost like in the steam and the fog, it like sort of it matches the glow from the magma heat source in here.
Beautiful. I think your look is what kind of indicates so much more as both of their eyes lock. And yes, you may kiss.
And we get like this cinematic like sort of some steam goes and we get a little veil as we see the silhouettes get closer.
oh,
Like a
listen.
closing.
I kind of I want to have a moment with song where I think like after like Arca comes out like, you know, shining, buffed up, like very radiant, back to like a radiant self that like he claims to be. And I want to I move into your personal space. May I?
Yes.
And I think like I want Arca to like go in for like a hug, and just like kind of be like I just goes in and gives you like a big old hug. And you're like way bigger than them, right?
Yeah.
Like much taller, and it's just like is like kind of just falls into song like deeply, and just kind of sits there and goes like, oh, I really did need this.
And I hug Arca back and said, I know you do. And I didn't mean to embarrass you or make you feel bad during your party. Please know that I do adore you. And you are very radiant.
Oh. Easy, like Arca's got like this, you know, wonderful little smile on their face, and he's like, you know, it does, like, kind of coyly is like, it does feel good to be adored sometimes. Oh, I love it.
I like song is like, I know, but I'm not gonna let you do whatever you want. So
What is the final scene between the two of them?
I'm going to ask, can I touch your hair?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
you may.
so after the hug, Song takes her hands and puts them like runs her hands through the back of your hair and kind of like massages your scalp. So it's like, so you're looking up and like you're having your scalp massaged, and it's just like a very like kind of a relaxing, supposed to be a relaxing kind of feeling. You know, like when you get your hair washed at a salon, and it's just like they take care of your scalp, so you just feel relaxed, all your tension goes away.
Yeah.
And I just like do that for a little bit, and then I bring my hands back towards your face, and like have you look directly at me, and I'm looking directly at you, and what does it say? Can I kiss you?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, you may. I'm trying to think of like, I think you may. And then.
Oh, hold on. Can I kiss you on the forehead first?
Yes.
And then,
for sure.
And then like look at you, and I'm just gonna look at you. So if you wanted to make the move, then that's, yeah.
Oh no, that actually is really nice. Because I think Arca kind of like, again, blushes. Their like crown lights a flame.
Yes.
And then it's small. Like if I'll like I return it, I kiss you as well. I think it's quick. It's a little like, you know, I don't know, like even Arca's a little confused, but it's still like very loving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it.
And then do you like stay there, or do you like walk away, or?
I think I stay there. I think Arca probably like just like again maybe falls into you a little bit. Which would be very nice.
The idea that the final scene of Arca and Song are just kind of the two of them huddled and planting gentle kisses back at the volcano sauna, reflecting with that kind of magma steamy glow. There is long and glow. Perhaps, what's the word? The opacity of the mist and the fog make it difficult to see. But you can just kind of see like the two bodies intertwined.
Oh,
And that's Dragonhearts.
I guess it's Dragonhearts.
Which we start out at each other's throats, but we end up in arms.
Oh my god, I love it. I will say, I mean, first of all, Dragonhearts, great game, wonderful game. Alex designed within the two scenes of at each other's throats and in each other's arms ways to swap into each other. So like at any point in a fight, you can swap into in each other's arms, and then in each other's arms can swap at each other's throats. And I loved that.
So good.
Cool.
So thematic.
It's so thematic. It's so great.
So everybody, that's been Dragonhearts. There is an ending ritual. The whole point of the dragons meeting and was to find the ritual, but we found it was a lot more interesting to us as players to smooch and to have like these intimate moments, because the elevator pitch for the game is dragons smooching, not dragons becoming ascendant.
Yeah,
and we wanted to do the thing, so that was the game. Maybe, who knows, maybe there's a third. Maybe
Do
there's a
not
third one in which we
tempt us.
also start at each other's throats again.
Yeah, where we just like yeah. And then the Dragon War starts.
Oh no.
Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Dragonhearts. We had a wonderful time. I've been so privileged to have played with these wonderful folks previously for Jess's day of gay games, and also today to bring it back up to bring it to a secondary conclusion, a second act, maybe a final. Who knows? I always do this. Thank you so much to Jess for hosting us and producing for us. And let's talk about where the folks can find everybody. Let's go in the other direction this time. Let me check the layout on Twitch. B, would you like to start telling people who you are, where they can find you?
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is B. You can find me on Twitter as @B_B. You can find me on. I'm autopiloting right now. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda. My pronouns are they, them. I do a couple of other things. I'm a cast member on the Broadswords. They are an all-women, non-binary actual play podcast. What else do I do? I'm going to be streaming right after this game. Conan. But it's Conan without all the gross stuff. And I play an Asgardian barbarian who also just kind of like hangs out and smooches boys. He sometimes fights, and when he does fight, he kills absolutely everything. I picked a very OP class, so it's been a lot of fun. Just honestly, just follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of panels for Gen Con. I've got some Magpie games coming up, which I'd love for you to sign up for. I'm running Root, and Bluebeard's Bride. Root is so cute, y'all. Root is
very
so
good.
cute.
So
So
good.
I would love to have you at my table.
And let's Aditya, tell us about yourself and where folks can find you.
Yeah, I've been Viditya. You can find me on Twitter at Viditya Valetti. You can buy my games at vidityavalletti.itch.io. I also stream a variety of things at my Twitch, twitch.tv/Viditya Valetti. Like from live designing games to playing like video games to I've also started just reading things, like reading games on itch and reviewing them, which has been really great, and a bunch of other stuff. Then let me think. I know there's other things. I recently launched a Patreon, patreon.com/VidityaValletti, if you want to support me as a designer and as an artist, which you get some cool behind the scenes content of all my stuff. I think that's kind of it. I don't have a lot of things, big stuff. You can catch Kevin and I. I'll do it, Kevin. You can catch Kevin and I every Wednesday at twitch.tv/allnerds here for our Monster of the Week game, which is really great. It's an open podcast, and it's just a bunch of fun. A lot of stuff. All Disasters here. Yeah, show up. I think that's about it for me.
And Lemmy, tell us about yourself, where folks can find you.
Hi, I'm Lemmy. I have a business called Lucky Hand Dice. You can find that on all social media platforms. You can find me on Twitter at Lemon and Honey Co. Yeah, that's I play games and try to be active and sell dice. So if you like dice, then I got you. Yeah.
He's a good dice hookup. I can confirm that personally.
Yeah, I gotta get some dice.
Also, a reveal behind the curtain. Lemmy has been drawing some of our characters, and they're gorgeous drawings. And I'm trying to convince Lemmy to share them on socials and things. And so go follow Lemmy. Keep an eye out for all that. It really is beautiful art. I have been Kevin. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, and then follow me at knit_knack. I paint minis. I design games. You can find my games on knitKnack.itch.io. I have made some kind of intense games recently about certain conflict in the 70s, but I do have some traditional fantasy games coming out, which are a little bit more lighthearted and a little bit more accessible. I'm hoping to release pretty soon. And what else? I also wrote an adventure for Unbreakable Volume 1. Technically, I am a best-selling author, and I recently ran my adventure on this last Saturday on the Asians Represent Twitch channel for Daniel and Amar and Agatha and some other guests from the community, and that was super fun.
Oh my god, how was that?
It was super fun.
Very
Great
good.
group. I love it. I love playing with those folks. They're so good, and it was so fun to run my adventure in front of an audience, and like people liked it. It was good. Yeah,
it's a very good adventure. It's a very, very good adventure.
And I think that's all of me. This has been us playing Dragonhearts by Alex Guerrero. You can find Dragonhearts over on fractaldragon.itch.io. If you like dragons, if you like smooching, if you like fighting, pick up this game. It's very fun, very worth pick up this game. If you enjoy it, if you do end up picking it up and enjoying it, leave a good review, leave good comments. Those help out itch creators a lot. Yes. And we have been playing Dragonhearts on twitch.tv/GoJG, hosted by Jess, who has been kind enough to host us and allow us to be back on again. Jess, this weekend is going to be having a unbirthday party, in which they're going to be come hang out for fun and games all day long, whether it's your birthday or not. I know I will be.
Yes.
Be a good time. Jess's community days and game days are always a fun time, even just to lurk. So make sure to check that out. Anything else for us today?
Other than thank you, everybody. Y'all were amazing. Thank you, chat. You were also amazing.
Yes, chat was very good today.
Hilarious.
Chat was great. I love playing with all of y'all.
Oh my god.
You all really enabled Marcus.
A little, only a little bit.
Really
like 90% was you, 10% was us. So like, I will not take a lot of responsibility.
we want to those good pitches, and you knocked them out the park.
God, just so much poking. I love every single one of your dragons. They're so great. I want to genuinely be friends with, I think, each of your characters. Like, isn't this? It's so great.
Despite what people say, I would also like to be friends with Arca.
I'll have to think.
Listen, Arca's a friend who has perks, I assume.
Yeah.
She grows trees. Can cut them down.
She grows trees.
Bring some fruit. You good?
Yeah.
He never intentionally shows up empty-handed, it seems,
Always clean up after a party that Arca throws. Arca throws really good parties. We established that.
It was a cool party.
All right. Oh, jeez.
Well, I think that's everything for us, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night. Be safe. Drink water. Stay hydrated. Stretch.
Bye. Goodbye, everybody.